Are you good?
That's a fun week.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Yeah, we're good. I got my salad tips. They're not good, but we're good.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, before we start, can I open the door? I'm going to open the door so it's not as hot in here.
That's fine. Yeah?
Does
No one's here?
Does it change the sound?
I don't know.
Just the ghost in the hallway might be picked up.
You're the only one hot right now.
I'm sweating in here.
That's your own choice, though.
Yeah. I'm sweating in here.
You chose to wear that.
I did.
Why?
Because we're watching Chinese movies. And I've never worn this before, okay?
Nice.
When did you get it?
I got this when we went to Vegas, yeah. So there was a little like Asian like strip mall that we went to. I don't know if I already explained the story, but I'll explain it again. No, really?
Never heard the story before.
So Vegas has a lot of collector's places, but we stopped in this little strip mall, and it was just like little stores for just Asian imports and stuff like that. And it was really cool. And there was a second story after we looked at the first story. We were about to leave. We weren't going to go up because Raph had hurt his foot during the concert.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we weren't going to attempt it. So we were about to leave. They were like, no, come in. Like come to the second story. And
it's so classic.
And then so we were walking up, and Raph's having a hard time walking up the stairs. And she's like, are you okay? And he's like, just give me time. I hurt my foot. So we get up there. And he comes up, right? Yeah. And so I see like different, like I see the different suits, and I see the different like dresses for Nicole, because I always wanted to get her. What is it? I forgot the name of the dress, but just like
which culture?
It looks Chinese.
The Chinese one?
I forgot
what it's called.
I forgot what it's called too, but C or an S. But they're very beautiful dresses.
Yeah.
And so
where they have like the similar like
embroidery
on the
and
front.
It's
yeah,
like from Spider-Man 1, Mary Jane wears a red dress. Kinda.
Really
yeah, like that one.
Think of all the movies you go to Spider-Man. You could have gone to Rush Hour or like any of these like movies that we watched today, but no, you said Spider-Man 1.
Well, the embroidery style. Sometimes they're very plain. So it's just but anyways, we get up there, and I get Nicole a dress. I get you shoes. Did I get you anything else? And I got this top, and it was $170 for those 3 articles. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I forgot how the conversation comes up, because like I don't like offending people or anything like that, but I like to celebrate like different cultures.
Yeah.
And I had brought it up, and they were like, no, like we like when people wear our clothes. Like it's very flattering that people like to wear what we make and like our culture and celebrate that. And I was like, oh, okay. Like
I saw a TikTok where like someone did an experiment like that, but with like Hispanic clothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ponchos.
And they wear a fake mustache.
Yeah. And like the only people that were offended by it were the people that shouldn't be offended by it. You know?
All the Hispanics were like very happy and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the same video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you sent me the video.
Maybe I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's just very interesting how that is like
how other cultures are offended for other cultures.
Yeah, I think
it's not other. I don't really think it's other cultures. I think it's very specific.
It's very specific. Yeah.
Yeah, very specifically
demographic.
Karens and Chads of the world.
Yeah.
I think as long as you're just being respectful, then it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably don't pull it off as good as you do, but
I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't have one of those.
Really?
So,
we gotta get you one. We all gotta get one.
We should all wear one for the podcast.
Next September we'll have different ones.
Next Strike Hard September.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's very hot in here.
That's your own fault.
Like you get a fancy, expensive silk one, then you can like sweat right through that. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I can't afford that.
I know, that's crazy.
Save up for it.
It's like $170 by itself.
Yeah, probably even more.
You can afford that.
I mean,
how much was your Pacific Rim statue?
Don't bring that up. People will think I'm rich. I've been poor for like the past 10 months.
because of that statue.
Yeah,
Nah.
just because of that statue. Like,
Yeah.
it's more than his house. No.
Yeah, exactly.
I just
The house actually belongs to Nicole. He spent all his money.
Yeah.
True.
yeah. No cap.
You know how you specifically are very much this type of person where like if like one of us or Jason or anybody else in the group uses like slang like that,
Yeah.
like it's very cringe to you.
Yeah.
Like-
I just cringe myself saying that.
Yeah, exactly. My mom every now and then says hella, and I'm just like, don't say it.
Yeah, I know.
Like, please stop. Like,
The-
you're too old.
Well, first, the funny thing is that's not even nowadays. That's like 90s slang.
Yeah. Do your parents use any slang at
No,
all?
no.
No, not the slightest slang.
No, never.
Do they ask you about different slang like they hear?
Sometimes, if my dad sees it on the news, or if my mom sees the slang used in like her company
Yeah.
messaging system,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, can you think of one that they asked about?
probably just like TikTok terms.
Ah,
Yeah,
I don't know any of those.
I mean I only know because I look them up for them. It's like I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what they mean.
Yeah, I'm totally lost in new jargon and lingo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Slang.
Okay, anyway, Drunken Master, the movie that we watched this week. How many times have you guys seen this movie? Have you've seen it before? Right?
This is the first time I've seen it in English.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've never heard of this in English before. I've seen it maybe 4 or 5 times.
Second time.
So it was really weird.
Yeah.
Just
Both times in English.
I don't remember. I'm assuming yes because I typically like dub versus subtitled, but I'm assuming yes.
I could not I was trying to find the sub version
Yeah.
just because I was curious after watching
Yeah.
it again. I couldn't find it like anywhere.
yeah, I could not find the Chinese version anywhere. I tried looking up different like Chinese version, Mandarin version, any other version. Just
When
could
I
not
was
find
doing
it.
the outline, very hard for me to do the outline because like they
Yeah.
have it for the Chinese version,
Yeah.
and I was like, what was that guy's name again? Oh, it's
We'll just go Jackie Chan.
yeah. Jackie Chan's character.
on Wikipedia they group together his like the Chinese name and the English name.
Yeah, I only put 4 people in this
Okay, yeah.
characters anyways because there's only really 4 people that matter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I go into the details.
Well, no, have you seen it before?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
twice or 3 times in English.
Okay.
But I want to see the sub version, the
Mhm.
Chinese version.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of things get mistranslated in the subs.
Subtitles.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the
Yeah.
translation.
It's not very good.
It just felt. We can talk about it later.
Yeah.
It felt goofy for me.
It's definitely goofy. Sorry. It's too
All
hot.
right, Albert, do you mind opening up our white wine?
okay.
We're very dark now. It's like adjusting to my.
Oh man, to your shirt.
Oh gosh.
Oh no!
Okay, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
Just
Okay,
leave
let me
it.
change. I'm gonna turn off the auto exposure.
Oh man.
I noticed it earlier.
Stop.
No, it's dark. It's light. It's dark.
You're editing this.
I'm a great
podcast.
magician.
You're editing this podcast. That is terrible. I like how it just specifically you like.
Yeah.
I think it's centered in the middle.
Why do we do this? Albert, switch
Doing average.
seats with him.
It's even darker.
Another day of Jesse ruining our podcast.
Kind of average now.
Yeah.
Make sure
No, it's fine.
when you do that, like you just censor it
Yeah, just
for no
censor it.
reason.
I was
whatsoever.
going to. I was definitely going to. I was gonna do like a skin color tone over it too, like little squares around the nipples, and then it's just me in a tank top.
Okay, back to the drink.
Oh yeah. I already corrected them, but we have a Chardonnay.
Them, don't say them. Just him.
I already corrected Jesse, but we have a Chardonnay. We don't actually have rice wine. But
Yeah. Well, in the dubbed it says white wine, and I
Yeah.
don't know any better, so
All right. It's a white wine. Let's see. 13.5% by alcohol, by volume. And that's it. That's all I
Albert's
got.
gonna start
Here.
slurring his words mid-podcast.
I probably have to drink the whole thing. But I'll turn red pretty quick.
I dare you. No, I'm kidding.
He turns red, and then the camera starts filtering.
It's going to readjust.
It's gonna turn green. You drink probably more than I do, I'm assuming.
Barely.
Very little, but more than I do. I've never had.
Albert gave himself the least amount.
Yeah, it makes sense. Ooh, I
So
don't like.
strong.
I don't even like the smell of alcohol. I don't like the taste or the smell.
Why would you do this? Why couldn't we just come up with something?
Because this is a Drunken Master podcast. We got to be drunk during this.
Don't drink. You don't have to drink it all. It depends on the white wine, but this is too.
Smells like
It's cheap.
I don't know. Yeah, it's very cheap. It is all that I can afford.
Fun fact: like none of us really drink on this podcast. so-
Mostly water.
No, I don't drink at all. Not even water.
Ooh. Ow! I'm already drunk. I'm already hitting this. Ugh. That's I don't like alcohol, so that's like a 1 out of 5 for me.
It's really cheap.
Yeah. Next time I will buy the expensive wine.
You don't have to do that either.
Buy a
You
5
should have
gallon.
brought over your housewarming gift.
I know I should have. I thought it's probably been the same. It would have tasted the same.
What did you get?
Orlando got me champagne.
Oh.
Even though it's not champagne, because it's not from Champagne.
Okay.
It's from California.
But it's sparkling white wine.
yeah.
He told the same joke at his house too about the champagne.
It's true.
Well, it is true.
It's
I
true.
agree. It has to be made in Champagne to be called champagne.
Yeah, it has to be.
Why?
That's just
It's by
that's
law.
just by law.
I
By
hate you guys.
by wine law. I
Yeah.
forgot what the international group is called, but it's what it is.
You think I was making this up? Just like I've never actually had Chinese food. I've had American style Chinese food. I've
We
never.
need to go to Great Wall or something.
I mean, I've been to Great Wall.
That's
but
Chinese food.
It's not from China.
There's Chinese people.
Just like I'm not Mexican. I wasn't born in Mexico.
You have Mexican blood in you.
No, all American.
Jugs and plugs.
Goodbye.
This is the last time we ever talk on this podcast. Well, ratings for that white wine.
-1.
It's like a 1. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. It's 1. The lowest score I can give it. It's right above Eternals.
Okay, let me introduce the movie then. It's directed by Woo Ping Yoon. No tagline. Couldn't find a budget. Released October 5th, 1978 in Hong Kong. In the U.S., it was released 2 years later in November. Runtime of 1 hour and 51 minutes. It's rated PG-13. It's streamed. I couldn't find a box office.
Yeah, that's fine.
Streaming on Amazon Prime. I watched it on YouTube.
You watch it on YouTube?
Yeah, for free.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to buy it or rent it.
You have to watch ads with it?
No, I didn't have to
I
watch ads
did.
with it either. It was just straight movie. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's go ahead and get into our salad sip. It's a 6-word summary of the movie.
Nice.
Favorite Jackie Chan movie to memory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's positive.
I liked it.
That's good. That's good. Mine is, man, Kung Fu movies are bad. I don't know. I remember when I was a kid liking, like, Kung
Yeah,
Fu
you good,
movies
you good,
are
you good.
bad. 6. But endings for Kung Fu movies are very abrupt
Oh,
and
yeah.
they don't they
No
don't have an ending.
conclusions. Like both.
It is
The
the
funny
ending.
thing is, both of the movies that we watched this week, in the like very similar,
Yeah.
where they just cut at the end.
climax is the ending. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it. That's it. And that's how all of them are, but
Yep.
I second time watching it, and I remember the first time just kind of like brushing over it, like it wasn't anything I would watch again.
Uh-huh.
But for the podcast, I watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. It's bad, but I love kung fu movies.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think this is definitely. I think I like Fearless Hyena more.
Oh, I love Fearless Hyena.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Mine is grounded in martial arts makes good humor.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the humor in this was like all physical comedy, and
Yeah.
it works pretty well. It
Right.
still holds up, even though I've seen it a couple times.
Funniest moment.
Funniest moment. Let's talk about the podcast before I
Oh, okay.
before I remember.
Before I forget.
Before I actually, because I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Okay.
Out of the two movies though, I think I enjoyed this one more than. the
Oh,
other one.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We'll get to it when we get to that movie, but yeah, this one just seems like I enjoyed the martial arts in this movie a lot more.
Yeah.
Yep, me too. And Drunken Master over Fist of Fury.
I was gonna say the movie, but thanks for that. The next movie we're watching is Fist of Fury.
Oh, I thought you mentioned that. Sorry.
AKA the Chinese Connection.
Yeah, just it feels more realistic to me, and
Really?
yeah.
Man, we're on total opposite sides.
What about you?
I was trying to think about that on the drive over here. I feel like, as far as storyline goes, yeah, Drunken Master is more realistic for me.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. I don't know. It just maybe because we didn't grow up in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
But I mean, on second thought, they're both pretty realistic. You've got a son getting cast away, or you've got gangs fighting each other.
We'll talk about it on the Fist of Fury podcast. But like
Yeah.
my biggest gripe with all Bruce Lee movies is he's basically invincible until he struggles a little bit in the end.
Yeah. But that's how he was in real life, so.
We don't know that.
The only evidence I have of that is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
That was definitely a Bruce Lee movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this one, he is the best in his like area, and then he quickly meets people that are
Just outclass him.
just outclass him because
Yeah.
they're more dedicated. It's like not even necessarily styles based. It's just they just outclass him because they're more dedicated to actually participating in their training.
But
Whereas he's trying to find the easy way out, and then like as
Yeah.
he starts to realize that like,
that's every Jackie Chan movie ever.
which is
He's-
fine.
Which
I
I
mean,
like better.
Yeah.
I'd rather have him be the underdog than be the guy that can do anything.
Yeah.
Just the only thing Bruce Lee can't do is be in two places at one time.
Yeah, he also can't do flips, but
He doesn't need to do flips.
he does exaggerated jumps that cut camera, and then like
Yeah.
next thing you know he's
jump on the trampoline, land on the
Yeah.
floor.
So
Low angle camera, jump on the trampoline, bam!
Cut. Bam.
Just
land.
catch the ending.
all
Yeah.
right, let's go ahead and rate this out of 10 pots of wine.
Out of 10 little cups to fill up a bigger cup.
What would you rate this movie?
I felt the most. I haven't seen Fist of Fury before until yesterday.
Whoa, I forgot.
I don't think I've seen any Bruce Lee movie really before. I
Interesting.
think I mentioned that.
Yeah, I forgot.
I've seen like slightly more Jackie Chan movies.
Yeah.
So I feel I like Drunken Master a lot, and it felt more nostalgia when I watched it again, but in English. So maybe like a 7 out of
For
10.
English or this time around?
For this time around in English, 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me first?
Yeah.
I'll probably give this a 5. It's I'll definitely watch it if it's on. Like if we're like at a party and we're watching this, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
But I definitely won't watch this again unless someone's like, "Oh, let's watch this movie. I love it." I'm like, "Okay, I'll watch it with you."
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like a 5 but bad or a 5 but good?
It is a 5, but it's more towards the bad side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this a 6. Like I really enjoy some of it, but then
Yeah.
like Jesse said in his stuff, all kung fu movies, like all martial arts movies back then, are just bad.
But I feel like I'm tolerant of it.
Yeah.
I used to
That's
be.
why I gave it a 6.
I
Yeah.
used to be it. Now I don't know. Like I'm definitely.
I think there's extra goofiness toward the bad side in this English dub
Yeah.
than in Chinese.
Yeah, I rather watch it in Chinese.
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
I want to see it in Chinese.
Yeah, I'll have to.
I probably have a
find it.
bootleg somewhere.
I'll find a Blu-ray on Amazon or something.
Yeah, or a bootleg movie online or something. Because I don't know how easy it is to find this movie physically.
If I can find Meals on Wheels, I can find this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I can find.
I'm
this
just
one.
like really curious of the difference in the two, like English versus the Chinese version.
Yeah, I feel like it's different, but that's over 10 years ago.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know if I've seen it in Chinese. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it in Chinese either. Well, I know I haven't, but
Mm-hmm.
I would be more interested too.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay, then I didn't have any trivia. Like I didn't really look too much for it.
This is
Sorry.
our second Jackie Chan movie. That was some trivia for you.
Oh, nice.
Wait, no, it's the first one actually.
Is it?
Yeah,
Because
I think
it's just
so.
voice. It's just been voice acting. I mean, but like his starring role.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the first one he's starred in, I think.
Yeah, first one we've watched it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the characters. Jackie, I'm gonna just say the English names. Jackie Chan plays Freddy. Cao Lam plays Robert, his father. Siu Tin Yun plays So Hai or Beggar
So drunk. Oh.
And then Zhang Li Huang plays what is it, Thunder Leg something?
Yeah, Thunder Legs.
Is it thunder or lightning?
It's Thunder.
Is it?
Jinx, you
It.
All right.
Okay.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely Thunder. I don't know why it's Thunder, but it's Thunder.
You think it sounds better as lightning legs?
I mean,
Lightning suggests fast. Thunder suggests strong.
yeah, true, very true. He's Thunder Legs and he uses the Shadow Hand technique.
Yeah. It's like we're talking about Naruto.
He doesn't even use his legs. It's like his best technique. He uses his hands.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the forbidden jutsu.
how does that make sense?
I felt like he used his legs a lot.
He does.
He
But
does.
like his best technique is hand based. It's the
The one that So High recognizes is that shadowless hand.
Yeah. Such a great technique. I want to try that next time. On your sister.
I remember that part. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the movie. Likes,
John doesn't have a
dislikes,
sister.
everything in between.
But if it looked anything like him, it'd be pretty cute.
Just moving on. Well, what do you guys think about the movie?
Sorry. Are we drunk already?
Jesse might be a little
You
drunk.
guys are. I took a tiny sip.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm good too. I'm just hot from this. Not from the alcohol.
Movie.
Okay.
Likes, dislikes, everything in between.
Funniest part for me was, I think him just trying to fill up the bigger bucket with the small cups.
Oh, and then
He
like
cheats.
yeah.
And then he has to do it again in reverse.
With smaller cups.
Here he goes. Here's
Yeah.
smaller cups. I always love Jackie Chan exercising sequences.
Yeah.
They're always when I was more into exercise, I tried doing the wrist push-ups.
Oh.
They're really like unbearably hard.
Yeah, and he does like 20 on camera.
Yeah. I mean, it helps he's probably on dirt. I can't remember what I tried doing it on,
Yeah.
but don't try them at home. Don't try any Jackie Chan exercise sequences at home. Funniest moment. The funniest one is when he goes up to the girl and he's like trying to get her to hug him and kiss him, and then
Uh-huh.
he's, oh, that's great. I'm gonna try it on your sister. He's like, hey.
For me, it's just like every time he tries to get out of work is just absolute comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Like trying to use the stool to sit on while
Yeah.
he's holding the pots, or even like when he's just trying to get out of like eating, like paying for the food.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Wow, you be my guest.
Yeah.
It's like,
I got it this
I
time.
got
The
it
next
this
time,
time.
and then he's like, "You see that guy? That guy's my father." He's like, well, then, the one person he talks to just happens to be the guy's actual son. And he's just like, "That guy over there, he owns this place, and you must be a bastard because I'm his son."
But that food looked good though, so that's some Chinese food if you want some.
yeah. I had the Willy Wonka at the TV
Yeah.
to get it.
Or when the gorilla comes up on camera,
Is that Bolo or is that
He-
just a Bolo ripoff?
he looks like Bolo.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks like Bolo.
Wait, who's Bolo?
Yeah, he said no Bolo. Is that his actual name or is that just from?
That's just
Enter
from the Bruce Lee movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bolo. Ah!
Yeah.
That's how I know him. It looked like Bolo, just a really big bodybuilding Chinese man, like strong. Was he a strong man or a bodybuilder? One of the two.
I think he's a body.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think he's a bodybuilder.
He's a big boy though.
he's yeah. He wasn't as ripped. If that is Bolo, he's not as ripped as he is in Enter the Dragon.
Did this come up? This definitely came out before Enter the Dragon, right?
No,
Enter the Dragon was 72.
72, 73. This is 78.
Yeah.
But yeah, 5 years after Enter the Dragon.
Dang, maybe.
It's just the film quality is different. In I don't know if they filmed Enter the Dragon in America or in Hong Kong. They did some sequences in Hong Kong, I know for sure. But
Maybe
we're talking
it was
about
the
this
chest
movie.
hair. Maybe it was the chest hair that like.
Was it real chest hair or painted
I
on?
couldn't.
I was pretty sure that's painted on. Just
Or was it like
The
carpet?
it looked like more like carpet. Like
some
they just
fake
stuck.
texture
Yeah.
they glued on his body.
Yeah.
That did
But
not
it
look
looks
real.
like him.
It looked like him, but
I'm sure if we did enough research, we could probably find out.
he probably goes by different names. Like, and Bolo's not his actual name, but
We just call him Bolo because
that's a
that's like okay. So another
Tangent.
tangent. Like that's like the most quoted line from any Bruce Lee movie that I know. It's just like Bolo and then like my dad used to say that all the time for no reason. It's just so dumb. It's just dumb.
imagine.
Imagine like that. That's like the most quoted line ever.
I was gonna say, imagine you had a dog named Bolo,
Bolo.
and he went bah.
You train your dog to do that?
Bark. There was a wine called Blanc. I was going to get it.
Benoit.
Benoit Blanc.
His real name is actually Bolo.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. I'm looking at his
Is he
eye.
a recurring character in Bruce Lee movies or in Just Enter the Dragon?
Just Enter the Dragon, but he's in a lot of Chinese movies.
Yeah.
A lot of Chinese movies, especially when Bruce Lee dies, and they start making Bruce Lee exploitation films. He's in a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
I feel like it's the same for a lot of
He's
Chinese
also
martial arts guys.
he's also
Yeah.
in a lot of Jean-Claude movies. I feel like.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's a movie we can watch. Rip off of Enter the Dragon, another one. But his name is actually Bolo. Bolo Young, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Bolo Young.
He's in Fearless Hyena 3.
There's a third one?
I did not know that was. I know it was the second one. There was a Drunken Master 2 as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
But does it have Jackie Chan in it? Yeah, it does.
I think it's made by Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Was he the director of this one?
No.
No. I think Fearless Hyena is directed by Jackie Chan, maybe? Possibly?
Drunken Master at least now.
Yeah.
Gosh, this guy's in a lot of movies.
Yeah, Jackie Chan's in a lot of movies. I think 178 to his credit, like as an actor.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of movies.
5 Fingers of Death.
That's more. How old is he? It's like at least 4 a year. That's crazy.
He's in his 70s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or late 60s. I forgot.
What? I'm sorry, I can't read. 69?
Nice.
Dang.
Might
lucky
as well
man.
just be 70. He's not credited in this movie, so maybe
Jake-
it's just a look-alike.
Bolo?
Yeah.
The gorilla.
The gorilla.
The gorilla.
It's his brother. Bol old.
Olab.
Bolo old. Anyways.
Anyways.
Keep talking. Yeah, I've taken a dark turn into Jackie Chan.
The dark web of Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
I like when Jackie Chan fights more people one-on-one
Yeah.
and overcomes them, even though they have a really special skill like King of Bamboo or
Yeah.
fighting so high initially, or fighting the Thunderlegs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it better when they fight people one-on-one in kung
Yeah.
fu movies.
Yeah.
It's more interesting.
There's a lot of one-on-one fights in this too.
Definitely.
Or
yeah.
2-on-1 or 2v2.
Right, I
Yeah.
like smaller groups. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
you don't
boring
like
when he's
one
just,
man versus 100
yeah, it's
people.
boring.
Yeah,
It's-
with nunchucks.
Yeah.
They're all circling him.
I guess in a sense, yes, this
and he's
is
turning in that circle too. Like he's
more realistic. This is definitely like
yeah,
one man's not going to fight like 50 people.
right.
Even with nunchucks, I feel like you'd be overpowered.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but I feel like the theatricalness of this movie
of
is
course.
also fake, more fake than Bruce Lee's just punching, kicking, somersaulting sometimes, but
Right. Well, I'm watching it for the theatricalness. So
Yeah.
I mean, I still appreciate Bruce Lee's movies where he's
Yeah.
beating up 20 guys in a room.
yeah,
But I feel like it's more fun as a kung fu film
yeah.
for me at least for the one-on-ones.
I understand where you're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Fearless Hyena does it better though, fight wise.
Okay.
But we'll eventually get to that
Right. Or I just watch it on my own. Or
next
something.
September.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he harasses a lady at the beginning. He beats up some bully, but
Yeah.
his father is rich like his father.
Yeah.
So his father disowns him, and he sends him to train with the cruel
Uncle.
See,
uncle. So
that's the thing. Like, he disowns him, but like, then he allows him to like fight for himself, and
yeah,
Well, he probably doesn't want to die, so he's like, okay, you can defend me.
yeah. I mean, he disowns him.
that's not what I meant. That's not.
I think it's just translation wise.
Yeah,
it's
translation
different.
wise,
It's
yeah.
probably he just
He probably didn't get disowned.
he probably doesn't.
Probably not. And he's probably not his uncle. Uncle's so high.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
he's
not.
he's a beggar in the Chinese movie, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
he probably doesn't get sent to train with him.
no.
He probably just stumbles upon this guy. See,
I
like
don't remember.
we gotta watch the original version.
Yeah, I'll have to find it. We'll come back to it again, and we'll do the
What was your guys' favorite fight scene?
Cantonese version.
Because to be honest, I really don't like the final fight. I think it was kind of.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they kind of just did like, oh, believe in yourself. You don't have this power, but believe in your woman. What's her? Something Ho. Miss Ho.
Yeah.
Believe in your channel alt 7 to make your own Miss Ho.
Yeah.
Like that's not how that works. Okay. Favorite fight. It's probably got to be with Lightning Legs, just because.
The first round?
When
he gets beat up,
I
or
don't remember. All the fights kind of blend together for me a little bit, but he does a lot of like high in the air kicks, and like I should remember being more impressed with his. Jackie Chan's always great because he's doing flips and he's using benches and different
he's using
things.
the environment.
Yeah, so those are always very entertaining, but
Another reason why it's grounded in realism.
is what he's just
That he's
using
actually
stuff.
using stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the second fight with King of Bamboo.
King of Bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
Where he finally learns how to use like.
Where he's kind of confident with himself, drinking and alcohol and using Drunken Master style.
He
Drunken style.
stills the wine after.
Yeah,
Because he's already drunk.
exactly.
I like the fight with the bully guy.
Yeah.
Because that's like pure comedy. Like
Right. He's fighting with the
This-
melons or whatever those are.
and he's like, hey, he's like cutting up like whatever he has, and the guy's cutting it with the sword, and
Yeah.
then he steals the sword from the guy, and he's just he looks like he cuts the guy, and the guy's just like, I'm
dead.
dead.
I'm dying.
And then he's like, lucky for you, I used the blunt side, and then
He always. This is like. All the jokes are very similar in every Jackie Chan movie, which eventually I felt like is going to get very old. But
Yeah, I'm sure we can feel that way if we watch like every week or something.
yeah. But I've watched Fearless Hyena so many times that I felt like I've seen this movie so many times.
Mm-hmm.
And I've only seen it twice.
Because of the similar
Yeah,
moveset
similar
or
jokes.
choreography.
Similar choreography. I mean, it's obviously it's not Drunken Gods. It's I forgot what they were. The 5 mood styles or something. He's sad. He's happy. He's cheerful. Like
Okay.
it's just different ones. But I feel like there's. I don't know. When we get to that, we'll eventually speak about it. But I don't know. This movie's just aged badly, and it's the choreography I can see is not. It's definitely like punch stop right before. It's
Mhm.
it's not as polished as maybe some other martial arts movies, and maybe even other Jackie Chan movies. I feel like in the 90s they get like very like intricate with all their stunts,
Oh yeah.
and he probably gets, there's a lot of reward to them because they look really cool, but there's a lot of risk because he's sliding down some 50-foot pole, or he's getting really hurt, he's getting stuck in ladders. So
Yeah.
like that is like more appealing to me in a Jackie Chan movie as opposed to some of his older stuff.
Right. Which back then there's less money, less
Yeah,
stuff to go around.
especially not in America. In I don't know where exactly it's filmed at, but
Yeah, me neither.
yeah, but this is probably filmed for like less than $1 million, definitely less than $1 million.
Oh
Like,
yeah, back in the day.
probably like what, like 100,000, 200,000 maybe.
Right.
Yeah, you couldn't even make a movie at all with that money today unless you're just filming on your phone.
Yeah. Indie style with like 10 other people at the most.
Yeah, you definitely couldn't.
Man, but young Jackie looks so good. Like the hair, the abs. Like, he's a good-looking guy. And then once he cut the hair, it's just like, maybe that's.
He still looks good when he
Yeah.
cuts his hair.
Yeah, I get it.
I'd kiss him. No, I kidding.
I'm just looking at posters of all these movies, and this dude is just like ripped when he was like young.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say he's always in shape because this is his lifestyle and his training and stuff. And he's actually a martial artist. He's not like a fake martial artist that they
Mhm.
bring on to a movie set. You don't really get to see any other person's physique really at all. Everyone's always clothed.
Just Bolo.
Bolo, yeah, Bolo. Bolo too.
Although Bolo, but not Bolo. Bolo Jr.
Yeah. Bolo Jr. Bolo Young.
Young.
Young Bolo Young. High five. Took me a second, and you were just like, you got it as soon as I said it.
Bolo Young.
You have anything else to say about this movie? I feel like
Yeah.
there's really not a lot to talk
do
about.
a 2-in-1 now?
Nah. Like,
We have the other movie we haven't put out yet, so we'll definitely, if we do a 2-in-1, it's gonna be better timing.
I feel like we'll have more to talk about with the next movie though.
I feel we will too. Yeah.
Okay.
So I definitely wouldn't want to. Just the difference between the two movies is like, man, Bruce Lee at that time, like when he was making movies, they're just so different. Like, I have a lot of problems with them,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like it was definitely like pioneering.
Yeah.
Whereas like
For a Western audience.
yeah, whereas like older Jackie Chan movies, like they're great. I love them.
Yeah.
But they're more interesting to me than the Bruce Lee movies. But at the same time, like they were just specifically for an audience. I mean, like this movie came out 2 years later in the U.S.
Yeah.
So he really didn't hit his peak until like later on.
Would you say he hit his peak in like in the 80s, 90s, 2000s,
Probably like
90s?
80s and 90s. Yeah,
Maybe not peak, but I think
His very
popularity in the 80s,
Yeah.
when Bruce Lee was the 70s.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch more Jackie Chan movies.
Yeah, because this second movie, the Drunken Master 2, didn't come out for like almost 20 years. 1994, I think I saw.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by that time,
I was born.
yeah, we were born. Like did he already do Rush Hour? Rush Hour is definitely like
1999 maybe?
Yeah, it felt like 99 or 2000 was
Yeah.
Rush Hour 1.
Yeah.
Really 2000s.
I feel like it was maybe super late 90s or 2000. I'm going to say 1999. What are you going to pick?
2000.
2000? Loser has to drink the rest of their wine. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
Just
What did you
kidding.
say?
1999.
98.
Ah, we're both off.
Nobody drinks.
John has to drink it.
Yeah, no, thank you. I definitely did think it was like the 2000s, but
Yeah,
I mean that's pretty
It feels
close.
like 2000s humor
it does. Yeah, it does. His pioneering 2000s humor.
with Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Excuse you?
Chris Tucker?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Chris Tucker, not Chris Rock.
It's like how dare you?
I'm sorry, wrong Chris.
It's okay.
Wrong Chris.
I thought the two girls in the next movie were the same person with the different hair. I was like, her hair's changing very differently. Why is she doing that?
Oh, it's Chris Tucker. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Chris Tucker.
I would have said the same thing.
No, you would. I'm trying to.
I'm trying to remember. And have you seen the music video "You Rock My World"? Michael Jackson. Is it Chris Rock or Chris Tucker that's in it?
I
can't
just said
remember.
no, and you still asked the question towards me.
What?
You should have looked at Albert. I said no.
Oh,
John already knows. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Chris Tucker.
I think this is
Rock
bad. I
my
don't think we
world.
should.
What? We're just testing our knowledge.
I don't have knowledge.
I think it's Chris Tucker on the "You Rock My World."
Chris Tucker.
Yeah. Got it, baby. I still got it. I'm just kidding.
All right then.
Jugs and wine plugs.
Jugs
Cork
and
plugs.
That's it. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's okay. We could post a short episode every now and then.
Yeah. Jinx.
Jinx.
Jugs and plugs. Subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe.
What's your favorite Jackie Chan movie? Let us know, so we'll watch that next. Leave us a comment, please. Even John's dad, leave us a comment. You haven't even told us your favorite comedy movie.
Yeah. Anyway.
Call John right now.
This has been the Legendary
Call
Sip
now.
Podcast. Join us next time for Fist of Fury, or otherwise known as...
Chinese
Chinese
Connection.
connection.
Will this be the sip we've been looking for?
What's your favorite Jackie Chan movie?
Me?
Yeah, both of you before we get off.
I don't think I've seen enough. I think I've
Rush
seen
Hour.
Rush Hour?
I've seen Rush Hour. No, I've seen Drunken Master. I've
never seen that movie.
Police Story. I don't
We'll talk about Rush Hour.
I
when
don't know
we
what
get
else
to
I've
Rush
seen.
Hour, but
Yeah.
bye.
Goodbye.
Meals on Wheels.
All
Love
right.
that movie.
I think I saw the one where he's on roller skates and he's skating on the highway. Is that Police Story?
Oh, that's probably Police Story.
Okay.
Project A, Police Story.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Crazy. Bye.
Goodbye.